Hey guys, this is Kal-El. Today we've got another video review of the TFC Toys Hercules figure, Neckbreaker. And if you couldn't guess, let's have a look at the box. Typical box for the Hercules figures. Again, very nice, lovely open packaging here. Hercules Neckbreaker, and some really cool artwork there. On the top, just Hercules and Neckbreaker. On the side, again, awesome artwork. Really like these. They did really well, so yeah. And on the back we've just got some photos of the figures. Again, collect all 6 members to create the mighty Hercules. Some Japanese down there, and yep, that's about it. Okay, we have Neckbreaker back here. So he rolls, which is good. Look, he's a pretty cool little sort of bulldozer looking dude. You can see a head in there. That's alright though. And there's a fist on his back. But other than that, pretty cool figure. So, have a look at the details for you guys. Got some red lights there, which is cool. Silver grills in there. Just a plain black dozer blade there. It looks okay. On the side, plenty of silver apps. Some very fine little details here too. I'm really surprised they even painted those. Just some red lights on the side there. Again, painted windows, more lights on the top there on the cab. Not too much on the back. If you take the hand off, which we'll just put aside for now, you've got some black here, but that's about it, and we'll take the guns off there too. So it just brings out a little bit more silver. But that's about him. Now, as for transformation, first thing I'm going to do is separate these bits off here, and it will just let the legs out. Now we're going to bring that all the way down and rotate that around. So that gives you this weird looking thing. Now with the legs you can do two things. You can either rotate this green piece around and have that back there, and just like on, I believe it was, testing me now, I don't remember his name. Same style of legs. The ratcheted feet, which just sort of fold in on themselves, and there's actually a little paint app in there as well. So that's cool. Or you can have that like so, and put that up there, and you've got like a foot made out of the shovel. Or you can even go that way if you wanted. I sort of prefer it that way. So just do that on both legs. Push that in, and that gives him his legs. Okay, I'll just adjust this camera for you guys. Now, next thing we can do, we'll just fold this down out of the way. This section here, fold these up, and separate there, and then just pull this all out like so. So do that on that other side as well. Just pull that all out, get that back out of the way, plug in onto the side, and this whole section will rotate up like so. It rotates up like so, and then you have his arms. Now underneath here, a little tab in there, pop that, and you got your hand, and this panel, which was the grill before, will just fold up onto the back of the arm. Okay, and same on here. Hand out, fold that in. Okay, that's your arms done. Now, this shovel section here, you're going to fold each piece in like so, and then just fold it down onto his chest. Now, you'll see here, there are tabs there and there, and some holes here, that will all push in together and locks that into place. Now you can have these up like that, or you can have them down like that, whatever you want. I just sort of have them medium. And that is Neckbreaker. Done. Now, details, much the same as the other figures. We've got silver on the chest, silver abdomen, a few black and silver details around the place. Nothing too spectacular, but that's kind of what I like about these guys. You do have light piping. Now, it is much the same as the other guys. I'll show you from the back. Just a big chunk of red plastic there, so once the light shines through it, you get glowy eyes. Simple. Articulation wise, we have a head that's on a sort of a hinge and like a ball, but it's kind of limited to looking up. 360 on the shoulder, and it will go out. Got a bicep swivel and a floating elbow, which doesn't look too bad, and your wrist will move due to transformation, but that's neither here or there. Waist rotation, and he can do that. That's due to the Hercules part later. We've got a ball jointed hip, which will go out, and it will go 360 if allowed. Upper thigh, and a big floating knee, which leaves you with a huge gap, and I don't really like. But it's pretty good. Good articulation. As for accessories, we have a giant hand, and we'll ignore that for now. And we've got two guns. Again, red and purple. So, just like all the other figures, there are multiple points you can put these on. With this guy, pretty much the hands are the only bit that don't look retarded. So, just plain and simple. Now, if you wanted to, you could put them up on the back of the shoulders like some kind of exhaust ports, but that's up to you. Now, if you hadn't noticed already, mine has a floppy leg. Now, up this way it's solid, back here it's floppy, so I need to do the old floor polish trick to that, tighten it up, so, but it doesn't hinder the figure in any way. So that's about it for articulation and accessories. This guy's pretty simple. Now, where I don't mind his bot mode, it's pretty cool. You know, he's kind of poseable. He has, I wouldn't say the worst setup of the guys, but it's not the best either. Does that make sense? Or I'm just blabbering on, probably. But, yeah, look, I don't mind him. He's got a little backpack. I forgot to fold that up from before. Very little backpack, so, look, he's okay. As I said, the only problem with mine is that loose leg. Now, for a size comparison, first edition of the Transformers Prime series. So again, Voyager size figure, quite a large guy, as you can see, because bulkhead's pretty big, with deluxe RID cliff jumper. So he's quite a big figure. Now, you know, putting all 6 of the Hercules figures on your desk to play with might be a bit hard. That's probably the only limiting factor in their size. But good figures nonetheless. To transform him back into his vehicle mode, it's not too terribly difficult. Just pop these guns off the back here, and we'll move that out of the way. Come around here, just pop that panel off the forearm, both arms, and fold the fists away, like so. Now, this section here we're going to rotate 180 degrees, and on this side, nice heavy ratchet joints, like so. It looks kind of weird right now. Fold that out of the way, and we're going to come around to the back here, fold the cab up, and just, you can pull that off for now, just pull that off out of the way, and we're going to rotate these arms into the body here, and on this side as well, so rotate them in, and up here you can see a tab and a slot. They'll just clip together like that. Okay, and same at the top here, these grills will all clip together, and that will fold onto the front of the vehicle. Okay, now grab that cab section and just pop that back in the middle there, and that's your cab all formed up. Now come around to the bottom, we will rotate the waist and fold that all in. Pull these out. If you can, one it's a bit tight. Okay, now you've got two pegs here and holes there. They just clip together like so. Unfold this section here, and this will all, and that will all sort of clip back together again. It's a bit fiddly there, that's why I sort of jumped out, and plus I had a bit of noise in the background, so that will just all slot together. You've got a tab there and a couple of tabs there, and they just press together. Now when you try and move this, they'll quite often pull apart, and that's just another sort of annoying thing with this figure. I appreciate the thought of the engineering of this, but it gets annoying. But there he is, back in his vehicle mode. And for a quick size comparison, we'll just bring in a deluxe. So there you have him with Wheeljack from Transformers Prime, and you can see they are about the same length, similar sort of width, but there's a lot more bulk to Neckbreaker. Okay, to move on from there, we will show you how to transform Neckbreaker into his limb mode. It's pretty simple. You've got to separate the bulldozer blade there. Bring this down like you were transforming into the leg mode, but this time we're going to pull these legs down and clip them together like so, and these bulldozer bits will also press together. Okay, now we will fold that over on itself, and we'll just rotate that around 90 degrees. I'm trying to think of my maths there. And these sections here will go all the way around like so. So that brings that to the back, or what will be the back of the arm, and just push those together again. Again, these bulldozer bits sort of can get a bit annoying. Just push them all together onto the back of the arm like that. Now, the hand that we had from before obviously is going to go in here. So it just goes in those two peak holes. So just split that, put it in on one side, and clip it back together. Now this section up here you can do whatever you want with. I just sort of fold that in and tuck it there. So less kibbly that way. Now on the side here, we're just going to move that out of the way for a sec, and very tight ratchet joint. The head, there's not much you can do about. You just kind of got to leave it like that. And there you have an arm. Pretty basic. Arm for Hercules. And in the next video you will see this attached to the big guy himself. Okay. Okay guys, that was a video review of the TFC Toys Hercules figure Neckbreaker. Look, overall it's an okay figure. All this transformation here is fiddly, it's hard to get lined up. But you need him to complete Hercules, so it's kind of a necessarily evil. It's probably I would say it's probably my least favourite figure out of the set due to this vehicle mode, but hey, if you're going to get the set, you got to get him. Alright, thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, watch all the other Hercules videos, and the next video will be Hercules himself. And as always, see you on the boards.